Hello, everybody, and welcome back to a Thinking Pack episode 15, I believe it is. I'm usually pretty confident that it is actually the episode number that I'm saying. It's just I don't want to accidentally say the wrong episode number, and then the title says like, "Oh, it's such and such an episode," and I say it's a different episode, and then it's all confusing and everything. So, yeah. Anyways, so I think it's episode 15, and welcome back to a Thinking Pack. And what we are currently doing is troubleshooting. Because where we left off the last episode, we got this turtle here to get from this chest over here that is, or was, full of lava buckets, or had actually quite a few lava buckets in it at least. We were able to get this turtle from over there to start heading to the surface, transporting the lava buckets, and then it ran out of fuel, and then I refueled it, and now that it is refueled, last thing I tried running our lava elevator program, it didn't move. And I don't know why. So first thing I'm going to do is, just in case it was some kind of a fluke or something, I'm going to run lava elevator again and see what happens, but it appears that it's not going to move. So I think our program needs to be modified a little bit just to be able to get the turtle to actually move. So I have two suspicions as to why this is going wrong. And the first suspicion... Oh, and by the way, I should just say first off that in case you notice anything weird with the sound, any background humming or anything like that, I actually do have a fan running in my room right now pointing at the computer, and I'm actually back all the way across the room so that the fan's less loud in the microphone. But if you notice any fan noises, that's what it is. It's a fan. So anyways, back to the task at hand. So I had two thoughts as to what this might be, the reason why the turtle is not moving. Because the program should work. It seems to have been set up to work, but why isn't it moving? And I suspect it's because the turtle is starting from halfway through, like partway through transit. Maybe it's... Well, first of all, it could be we have a delay on a loop somewhere in there that is messing with it, and we just have to wait longer, but we've been standing here a few minutes already and it's not done anything. So the other option is that it's waiting for something to happen, like a chest or something, waiting for something to happen that's not happening because it's in the wrong place. So that is a situation we didn't really account for very much. So there's two solutions we have. I'm assuming that's what the problem is. There's two solutions we have to the problem, and the simple one would be to just take the turtle, manually direct it ourselves to get back to that chest there, a starting point it's familiar with, and then from there run the program again and head it back up. But the other problem is, what happens if we quit the world and load the world back up again, and the turtle, it starts the program off fresh, and what if it's partway through transit and then it starts up again? And actually, if you know somewhat about ComputerCraft programming, as it is right now, it won't run this program. We can actually set it as a startup program, which we'll do later. But assuming we had this as a startup program, then it would start up already partway through transit and not do anything. So yeah, so basically that's what I'm assuming, and sorry, just moving my mic over. Basically that's what I'm assuming is going on, is that it's because it's halfway through transit. So we need to figure out why that's going wrong. Edit lava elevator. And let's see what's going on here. So go to lava. We got go to surface, and we got pick up lava buckets, and then we get down here and pick up lava buckets and go to surface. So basically what it's doing, so those three things I just went past, as I've explained in previous episodes, those three things are functions. So that this is just basically defining when I say pick up lava buckets, this is what you do. It doesn't actually run it up here. So it actually runs the code down here. So first pick up lava buckets, and I suspect that's where it's getting stuck. But we don't actually know for sure. What we can do is we can go and have it tell us basically what it's doing. So there's a command that I haven't actually discussed before, I don't think, but it's called print. So basically it'll write to the screen what it's doing. So this go to lava function, I'm going to tell it print, and it's open bracket, close bracket. In here, you can put, basically it's looking for a string of text of some sort. So I'm going to write in bracket, in quotes, I'm going to write running, go to lava, and add some dots. Really, whatever string of text you want there. So save and exit. And I just realized this might be coming in the microphone. My wire that's connected to my microphone is rubbing on my keyboard. I'm not really sure what I can do about that, but yeah, that would be, yeah, like right here. I don't know if you can hear that, but that's the wire is doing stuff. Anyways, so I'll try to fix that. But anyways, so exit. Actually, not exit yet. Save. So tell that function print running go to lava. This function down here, I want it to down here print. So you'll get to see what this is doing in a second. Print, and I'm pressing all the wrong buttons. Whoops! What is going on here? Okay, there we go. Print running. Did I actually put a quote? Yeah, I did. Okay, it's hard to see from the other side of the room. And sorry about this wire noise if you're actually hearing this. Print running go to surface. There we go. Running go to surface, and I don't need to put those brackets in. My fingers are running on autopilot, and actually I'm going to add some dots. Just, you can put whatever you want in print, and then it'll print it to the screen. And I'm going to head down here. This is our last function, and it's called pick up lava buckets. And basically, I'm putting the print line at the beginning of the function because that way, that's the first thing that runs. So as soon as it runs this function, it runs the print line, which means that I can tell. Nice. That's a autocomplete feature that is helpful. So this basically means that I can tell. It's very helpful for troubleshooting because when it goes down here, when it runs this line, pick up lava buckets, and it starts running the pick up lava buckets function, the first thing that it'll say is it will print to the screen running pick up lava buckets. So basically what that's useful for is, like in this case, it's useful for, I don't know where it's getting stuck. I don't know if it's getting stuck on the pick up lava buckets function or if it's getting stuck on the go to surface function, because actually I just realized it might be, because go to surface, let's say it's trying to go backwards, which is probably what it's doing. It's assuming it's at that chest and it's trying to go backwards and until it finds this birchwood plank, not plank, but log, and it can't go backwards because there's a block in the way. And as I showed in one of the previous videos, if there's a block in the way, it will just wait until it can move. So I think, actually, now that I think about it, why isn't my right click working? What is going on? What's wrong? Right click's broken. Left click's broken. Okay, I have no control over the mouse. I mean, I can move the mouse, but I can't click. Okay, so when we were deciding to do troubleshooting this episode, I didn't expect to be troubleshooting my mouse. So let's do that. And oh, there we go. Okay, so I just had to go to the game menu and out, and now it works. That is strange. Anyways, so yeah, I think it's getting stuck on this go to surface function because of the reasons I just said. But this way we'll be able to tell. So when it runs pick up lava buckets, it will say on the screen, it will say picking up lava buckets or whatever it was I put up there. And I put that in for every function, so we'll be able to tell. So I'm going to restart the turtle just to clear any variables that we don't need. So lava elevator, running pick up lava buckets, and running go to surface. There we go. So that way we were actually able to tell. And you can see running go to surface, and it's not going anywhere. And after, so we had it run pick up lava bucket. We had, excuse me. We had it run pick up lava buckets, and then we had it run go to surface, and then we had it end the program. And it's not ending the program, it's running go to surface, so we know that is where it's getting stuck. So now we just need to find out where in the go to surface function it is getting stuck. And I think, as I explained, I think I already know where. So I think what's going on is that it's not able to go back, and I told it to go back until it finds the birch wood log. And it hasn't found the birch wood log because it's up there and it's trying to go backwards. So what we need to do, okay, so I think what we need to do is we need to do an extra check to try to get it fixed. So like, assuming it was traveling to the surface on its way up to the surface. Assuming it was on its way up to the surface and it's up in a tunnel like this, get it back to a place that it knows where it is. So basically, I think I'm going to send it down until it encounters a block below it. So it could be any block, but I'm going to send it down until it encounters a block. So let's head off along that venture. So where should we put that? So runs go to surface. It starts going back until it finds the, what have we here? Until it finds the log. Okay. So I think before it starts going back, we should have it go down. So assuming that, oh, you know what? You know what? We don't even need, here's a thing. We don't even need that to be, we don't even need to build that into this function. We can build a completely separate function that will run first that will get it to a familiar place. And I think that familiar place should be this chest down here. Just so that, just for the sake of simplicity. So have, when it starts the program, no matter where it is, it will find this chest. So that is what I think we should do. So let's create a new function, completely new function, and I think I'll put it at the beginning of the program. So function, and let's call it find starting position. And let's type that correctly. There we go. Find starting position. And it needs open bracket, close bracket. And we need to say end at the end. So, find starting position. So, what possible scenarios could we have, basically? We want it so that basically anywhere the turtle is, it will find its way back to that chest. So, the possible scenarios we have are it is in any one of these spaces along the ground here, or it is in any one of the spaces in the tunnel up there. So I think if it is on the ground, obviously it needs to go to the chest. if it is in any one of those spaces up there, then obviously it needs to come down to the ground and then go to the chest. So I think that's the first thing we're going to check is we're going to say basically if it's not on the ground, then go to the ground. So, and I don't want to break the turtle as I almost did accidentally. So here we go. So if, okay, this is programming without having it pre-planned. So let's see, what are we doing here? Okay, so we need it to head to the ground. I'm trying to remember, I've done this just recently in another test program, but I don't remember what the function was to get it to detect if there was a block below it. That is rather unfortunate. So let's see. If, what have we here? Turtle, first of all, turtle dot attack back compare detect. Is detect what we want? I think detect might be what we want. Basically, there's a function, there's a command which will, where's my control button? There we go. There's a command which will tell it basically true or false. Is there a block below it? So I'm going to open the Lua live command prompt thing and run turtle.detect and see what we get. Oh, hang on. Turtle.detect down. There we go. It's detecting in front of it. False. There we go. I'm pretty sure, because I've already tried that command in different situations before, I'm pretty sure that's the one we're looking for. So, turtle.detect down, false. That is the command we're looking for. So, let's head back into Lava Elevator. Whoops. Edit. Let's actually edit the program we're looking for. Here we go. So this gives us a true or false. So we can just basically say if turtle.detect, and it will, right there, it'll run turtle.detect and check if it's true or false. If turtle.detect is equal to false, then we want it to head down. So let's put that in here. So turtle.down. Oh, sorry. I made the same mistake twice. That's not a good sign. If turtle.detect down is equal to false, then turtle.down. So there we go. So basically, if it doesn't detect a block below it, then it'll go down. And we want it, that's the if about it, and we want it to keep repeat until, would be after the if down here, until turtle.detect down is equal to true. There we go. So this will run the turtle.detect down function again down here. But that's good. So repeat. So if it will run this the first time. It will say if turtle.detect down is equal to false, it'll go down, and it will do that until it detects down that there is a block. So that should do what we want it to do with the going down thing. And then, and actually I'm just going to indent just to make it easier to read. So then we want, still in this function, we want it to do one more thing, and that one more thing is if it is down anywhere along this line, so it doesn't have to be over top of this birchwood, but anywhere along this line, we want it to head to the chest. So then we want it to do another repeat, actually. Repeat and until. And we want it to do an if. So if turtle.detect and down. If turtle.detect down is equal to true. So now it has reached the bottom of the tunnel. And so then it will, this if statement is actually probably unnecessary, but it just seems the easiest way to write the program, because by the time it gets to this point, it is on the ground. So it really doesn't matter. But anyways, we'll have it check again anyways. So if turtle.detect down is equal to true, basically if there is a block below it, then it will, oh, that's a good point. Then, there we go, I almost forgot to put that in. Then it will turtle.forward. There we go. Now the only other thing we still don't have is we don't have a way, actually in this function we still don't have something. We need until, and we want it to keep doing this until it finds that chest, basically. So how did we do that before? That's the easiest way to do it. So until, nope, that's the log. Go to, hang on. Over here, I think it is. Minecraft : chest. There we go. So until what block front.name is equal to Minecraft : chest. So let's do that same thing again up here. Until, oh, wait a minute. That's going to be, okay, let's type that in. What block front dot name is equal to, and I think it's a string, Minecraft : chest. Okay. Now the thing that I just noticed was that it doesn't actually know what block front.name is, because that's defined in this function down here, but I'm going to set this function, the find starting position function, as the first one to run, and since it's the first one to run, it won't yet know what block front.name is. So we need to actually put that in again in this function. So here is block front : what block front, no, not colon, sorry, comma. They both start with a C, but they're two very different things. So is block front, comma, what block front is equal to turtle.inspect. Okay, turtle.inspect. Is block front : what block front equals turtle.inspect. So let's do that. Actually, why don't we do it? This is the only place we need it, so why don't we do it right here? So is block front, comma, what block, where am I? Okay, front, that's the trouble with being the other side of the room, it's a little hard to see. Is block front, comma, what block front, and I explained how these work in a previous video, so I'm not really going to explain it here. So is block front, comma, what block front equals Minecraft, nope, yes, okay, a string though, Minecraft : chest. No, I'm getting mixed up. I'm only half paying attention to myself, apparently, so that's not a good thing to do. If you can't even pay attention to yourself, then actually that might mean you're paying more attention to what other people are saying if you're talking with people, so I don't know. But anyways, I need to pay attention to myself, seeing as I'm the one talking right here. Pay attention to the person talking, basically. Anyway, so is block front, comma, what block front, and we want it to do turtle.inspect. Turtle.inspect. Open bracket, close bracket. So, and if I can remember to do it, then, and if I can remember, I'm getting a little lost actually, as to, because the way I've been preparing these videos, I'm working on like 3 at a time often, so I'm getting lost as to which video what's in. But if I can find the video, then I'll put a link in the top right of the screen to the video where I demonstrated this, like the multiple like variable thing. But anyway, so this, if I did everything correctly, this should work. And oh, actually there was something I forgot to do, and that was, and then this testing this will be the last thing that we'll do, and then that'll be the end of the episode. So I need to actually tell it to run the function. That would be the first thing it does, and I don't remember what the function was called already. That is, we're off to a good start. Well, actually not a good start, a good finish. So in a manner of speaking. So find starting position, that's what we called it. So let's go down here and tell it to run find starting position. So find starting position. There we go. So find starting position. So now when it runs the code, the first thing it does is it will find the starting position, and then it will pick up the lava buckets and go to surface. So, and actually let's add the same thing we did before with adding the print line where it prints it to the screen. Let's do that in this find starting position function too. So print, and the way I'm going to write this, running, what was it? Oh yeah, find starting position. Find starting position. There we go. Running find starting position, ... in quotes because it's a string, and brackets, and sorry if you're hearing that, my wire is bumping again, rubbing on the keyboard. So, exit, restart, and this should work. So, run lava elevator, running find starting position. Am I in the way? Yes, I'm in the way. Oh, it actually seems to be working. Let's see if it actually does what it's supposed to do. So I'm going to run on ahead of it, get to here, and open the turtle. So it should reach the end, running pick up lava buckets, and it checks if the inventory is full, basically, and then it runs go to surface. And now it should actually make it up to the surface properly, and now that it has all the fuel that it needs, that is. And once it reaches the surface, it should drop off the lava buckets and then stop the program, because that's all that we've told it to do so far. So let's just head upstairs to see how the turtle's doing, and if it has in fact reached the surface, then that shall be the end of this episode. So let's see. I'm expecting that it's going to be there already, seeing as it had a direct route and we're kind of going a roundabout sort of route. So let's see. And hopefully we can get up the mountain first time. And it does appear we can do that. Yay! So the turtle's here, and we should find a chest. Empty. Why? Oh, well, because I didn't tell it to empty its inventory. So that would do it. So anyways, this has been... excuse me. No, that's not my name. This has been Handy Andy signing off. Actually, this hasn't been Handy Andy signing off. This has been Handy Andy doing stuff. But this is now Handy Andy signing off on a Thinking Pack episode 15, was it? Yeah, a Thinking Pack episode 15. So, hopefully you enjoyed the video. And we actually have this program almost completely done for this turtle. So the only thing that we have left to do, well, two things actually. The only two things we have left to do are to add a function to enable the turtle to refuel itself, which I think we might actually skip for now and get back to that later when we need to refuel again, because it's not necessary yet anyways, because the turtle has gathered so much fuel off of that time that it accidentally took over half the lava buckets for fuel. So we won't be needing fuel for quite a while, hopefully. So by then we'll add the refueling function. And the only other thing that we have left to do, as far as I'm aware, is to actually tell it to run all the functions, get them in the right order, and get it looping so that it just infinitely does what it's supposed to do. So yeah, so hopefully you enjoyed the video. So next episode, we're going to be doing those two things that I just talked about. And then following that, then we're going to be actually hooking up the turtle with the quarry, not the turtle, but the chest there, with the quarry power system, and actually working on a way down under the surface. Actually, we might not do anything with under the surface except manually put lava buckets in the chest, because that's not really a big deal. Seeing as we don't have to take multiple trips up to the surface and everything, we can just basically stand under the surface and keep filling the chest with lava if we wanted to. So I don't know if we'll do anything about underground there. But anyways, so yeah, we may expand the quarry to have more engines, as you can see in the background, because it only has one engine, and that's very, very slow, actually. So we may expand the quarry, and we'll probably let the quarry run for a while and get down, dig the full length of the tunnel down there that it's digging. And after that, then if everything goes the way that I'm sort of planning, we're going to end up actually taking this quarry hole that it's digging and turn that into a sort of house or base or whatever you want to call it. So then we'll have plenty of resources and a house, or like an underground house already dug out for us. So that's going to be really nice. So anyways, those are all things that we will possibly be getting to in future episodes. And yeah, so for now, this is Handy Andy signing off, and hopefully you enjoyed the video, and bye-bye!